Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gav Major and this is WoWs Weekly, our weekly video in which we cover the week previous and what to expect in the week coming up. So first item of the agenda is HMS Nelson is on sale this week until Sunday, and she's on sale for 10,000 doubloons rather than her usual 12,500. Now we've recently done a let's play on HMS Nelson, that's going to be carded top right. Now also, HMS Nelson review was the first video we did on this channel just a little under 6 months ago. So I'm going to card that top right now. However, I should warn you that the audio is pretty horrendous because it was the first one done, and also the format was a little bit different, is the best way to put it. Now, this may be something that gets revisited at the 6-month birthday of Back to the Port. Now, the current campaign, the Adachi campaign, is coming to a close, closing on Sunday with a new campaign or the next patch starting on Monday. So what that means is that there should be patch notes expected later today. That'll be released on the World of Warships Legends social media, and that means that forthcoming there should be doing a patch review for you guys. Just covering off some of my thoughts and opinions, I guess you could say. Don't want to sound too cruel though. Now, what to expect in the patch notes is going to be further clarification on what the collaboration with Games Workshop and Warhammer 40k is, further clarification on the introduction of the United States Navy light cruisers. So some things that you guys were saying in last WoWs Weekly is the idea of it being 2 smaller campaigns, and I kind of think you might be onto something there. I have a feeling that you might be right, as in regards to like a smaller United States Navy campaign followed by like a smaller Warhammer 40k campaign or something along those lines. I mean, it makes sense when you consider they're dropping 2 big things like that, a collaboration with 40k and the light cruisers. But could be wrong, could be something else. But I like the idea of that. So when they do 2 smaller campaigns, are they going to do ranked? And then that would bring us on to something else and that they've announced, and that is they're introducing cross-platform VoIP, basically cross-platform voice. So if you plug your headset in, you'll be able to talk to the people on your team who are on another platform, which is very interesting. Now, where would that be useful? That would be really useful in ranked. So could that be a hint towards that? Because like say with ranked, they always said they weren't going to introduce ranked until there was cross-platform play. So it means when ranked came, cross-platform play came. Well, here they're doing another cross-platform thing, so whether there's going to be another ranked season, which could be quite interesting. Now, one thing that happened over the weekend was they had a secret code hunt, I guess you could say. Basically, they just told us codes and we took them. Now, whether they're going to be still active, I don't know. But I know that some of you may not have social media, may not follow World of Warships Legends on social media, may not have spotted them. So down in the description of this video is going to be the 2 redeem codes and the link to how to redeem them. Basically, to redeem them, you basically log in to your Wargaming account on the Wargaming website, and then you enter in these redeem codes. So if you haven't done them and that does interest you, it's all going to be down in the description. Now, the redeem codes will get you some days premium and some booster flags, so feel free to check out if you haven't already. Now on to some channel admin. The channel is floating around 200 subscribers-ish at the moment. So firstly, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who is subscribed. The amount of, I'm going to say, community involvement with the channel has grown exponentially recently. Lots of comments, lots of likes on the videos, number of subscribers going up. It's thank you very much. I don't want to get all mushy on you guys, but thank you. It shows that the channel is growing, that we have something here, and you guys are enjoying it, and there is healthy discussions in the comments, and it's much appreciated. As always, I always try to endeavour to respond to every comment. I do read every comment, and if I like your comment and heart it, then that's basically me saying I've read it, because sometimes I'll respond, but if you've said a comment which I completely agree with, it can kind of feel like I don't want to respond for the sake of responding, so sometimes I'll just like it and just say, it's basically me saying, yeah, you got that spot on, I agree completely. So don't take it to offence in any way. If you see that I've liked and hearted, that means I have read. Now, this week has seen a first for the channel in regards to content. We've had our first kind of historical look, basically a possible idea of a future mini playlist called the future history of. This will be looking at classes of ships and ships themselves, which are within the game. Now, the rules on this is I won't cover anything that is already done by another content creator who's done it well. So I won't cover it if Drakenfinel's already covered it, if you get what I mean. However, if Drakenfinel hasn't covered it, then I'm open to probably doing them. Now, they're probably only going to be an occasional video, and they won't be taking the place of the usual content, so they'll almost just be an additional content almost. Now, I've got my eyes on maybe doing a Cleveland cruiser history of, if that interests you. Now, for another first, I mean, we've done kind of guides and tips and tricks and things like that, but never really done much with them, if you get what I mean. It hasn't really been too much interest, or it hasn't been too big a thing. That Nuremberg's getting on my tits. Now, so what we did is I covered off booster flags. Now, this is because someone dropped a comment basically just asking what are booster flags, and I don't know what the experience is of our audience. I've been playing the game since before it came out. I was part of the second beta. So when it comes to making the content, I kind of make content that I know that I'd like to watch. However, I know that not everyone may not be that seasoned, I guess you could say. So I might look into doing some more beginner guides. And so if there's anything that does interest you, let me know. Is there anything that you'd like to see covered? Now, I know that future videos coming up, I have had some requests. So one of them was Japanese cruiser commanders. So at the moment, that is work in progress. I am in the progress of upgrading or ranking up some Japanese cruiser commanders, so it means I can do some playtesting and see which ones work here and work there, to which then I can do a video on them, so bear with, that is a work in progress. I know someone did ask a little while ago for an aiming guide, however I haven't been able to make too much progress on that, because a guide to aiming is going to be a little, don't want to sound cruel, like little labour intensive. I've got to get a load of captures, possibly different, like quite a lot of different captures, stitch them together and do a commentary over the top. And the other one is I do have some tips and tricks when it comes to aiming, but to be honest, most of the stuff I do is by gut, and it's very hard for me to say what I'm doing by a gut instinct, and like how I get that kind of come to that conclusion of that's where I need to aim. And to be honest, I'm sometimes wrong. It's going to be an interesting video as and when I get around to doing it. Now, obviously, so videos coming up. I might do a beginner's guide to damage control party. It's just, it may be something that someone's already done before, but I think it'd be nice to have something like that on this channel. But if there's anything you guys think could be done, whether there's a certain guide on something, or whether you'd like a certain ship review or anything like that, just comment below. That's the thing, I read every comment, I try and respond to every comment, so your comments aren't falling on deaf ears, is the best way to put it. Well, if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up, much appreciated. If you already are a subscriber, then thank you very much. If you're not subscribed and you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. If you have any game captures of your own, feel free to submit them for commentary. Any clutch moments, good games, funny moments. It can then be added to the amateur reports playlist, where basically community games get, I can add my commentary to them, just explain like what's going on really. There's an alright game in Warspite. Managed to capture the base and the battleship, which is always amusing. That never really happens that much. Well, I've been the Gareth Major, and back to the port.